Round 6 of the ITU World Triathlon Series took in one of the world's most iconic cities, Stockholm in Sweden. 36 elite women lined up for the wetsuit swim in what would be challenging conditions. The choppy waters proved a real test, but two Americans were in the first three after 1,500 metres. Katie Zafiras and Sarah True, split by Bermuda's Flora Duffy, who was looking for a continuation of her fine season. T1 was a relatively quiet affair, with 6 athletes heading out onto the 38.2 kilometre bike across the Stockholm cobbles. The rest of the field soon arrived en masse, with Helen Jenkins and Andrea Hewitt amongst them. With just one more race to go before Rio, this would be a good indicator of who's hitting form at the right time. And it was Duffy that wasted no time in powering ahead on the bike. The incline through transition is one of the distinguishing features of the Stockholm event, but Duffy was seemingly untroubled and increased her lead on each of the 9 laps as she rode solo throughout. The Bermudan had already closed out 2 podium finishes and 2 4th places in her 4 races so far. The chase pack were bunched up behind as True, Zafiras and Yura Ide were caught by another 12 athletes as they worked to reduce Duffy's lead, which at one point had been over a minute. As the chasers took the bell, Duffy was still out on her own, although the lead was now down to 15 seconds, thanks to some fantastic work from those behind. How much would the technical 9-lap course have taken out of her legs? She was soon off onto the 10-kilometre run, with the ominous sight of the majority of the rest of the field entering transition. Marie Rabi, along with True, Zafiras, Hewitt and Jenkins, had ridden well, but had they done enough? Duffy knew she had to maintain a good pace through the Stockholm streets, and it didn't take long for Gold Coast winner Jenkins and Hewitt to break away from the rest of the field. But it proved that the efforts on the bike and the run had all been worthwhile as Duffy finally got her first win as an elite athlete, becoming the 17th female to win a WTS title, while Bermuda became the 10th country to take gold. The race for 2nd and 3rd came down to a sprint finish, and it was Hewitt that found the run legs to see off Jenkins and come in 22nd behind Duffy. Jenkins took the bronze for her 3rd podium finish of the season so far. All smiles at the finish line then as Duffy secured her first win in her 19th WTS race. Hewitt and Jenkins were 2nd and 3rd respectively on a fine day of racing in the Swedish capital.
Flora, Duffy!
I've been trying to win one of these, and yeah, today when I was out there off the front on the bike, I had no idea how it was going to play out, but got off, felt strong on the run, and just ran as best I could, but obviously it's pretty scary with Helen and Andrea chasing me.